This is a CBS News special report. I'm Jim Axelrod in New York. We are following reports that multiple people have been killed in another school shooting, this time in Texas. Officials in Santa Fe, a small city outside Houston, say there are confirmed injuries at Santa Fe High School. They say the suspected shooter has been arrested. Our Houston affiliate, KHOU, is reporting at least 8 people have died. Now, this all began at about 8 a.m. local time when the school was put on lockdown. An eyewitness says the gunman opened fire in a classroom and students then fled the scene.
I was scared for her. I didn't know what to think. I shouldn't be going through this at my school. Like, this is my daily life. I shouldn't have to feel like that. And I feel scared to even go back. Like, it's just not something that you should feel throughout the day, being scared, especially somewhere where we say the Pledge of Allegiance. Like, I don't know, it's just I shouldn't feel like this. I heard that my friend got shot in the art hall, and as soon as the alarms went off, everybody just started running outside, and next thing you know, everybody looks, and you hear boom, 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 and I just ran as fast as I could to the nearest forest so I could hide. And I called my mom.
CBS News law enforcement and security analyst Paul Violas joins us now. Obviously, this situation is very much in the unfolding stages. Give us a sense of what's going on right now.
First thing right now, Jim, for our viewers to understand is the word containment. And that's what law enforcement absolutely has to do and what they've done so far. They verified there was only one shooter, which is very, very important. It's a large campus. So they verified there was one shooter, and they've contained and secured the shooter. The next part is to make sure that everyone that needs medical attention gets it and gets it immediately, which that triage part is working. But the third part of this now, that has multiple layers. Remember, you've got local law enforcement that will take the lead. Then you have the FBI, you have ATF, and any other federal agency that may be brought in on this, that will work together so they set up a command center for them to communicate.
The law enforcement community, sadly, is becoming all too familiar with how to deal with these things. You say the first thing you try to do is determine how many shooters. In this case, it appears just one.
Just one.
And that's critical.
That's critical because, Jim, when we have a campus that's this large, you can't rule out there's a second shooter. What we saw in Parkland, and a lot of folks saw this as we covered this in Parkland, that the shooter actually left the campus as it appeared to be one of the other victims and one of the other students. So it's important for them to verify we only have one shooter. They've done that, and they've contained the scene.
Okay, stay with us, if you will. Paul Violas, our law enforcement analyst, thank you very much. Joining us right now on the phone, we have a student at the school named Damon Raybon. Damon, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I'm told you were in a classroom one door away from the shooting. What can you tell us happened?
Well, we were all, it was first period, so we were just doing notes and stuff like how we normally do, and we heard like a loud banging noise. At first, it was just one banging noise. We thought something fell. So the teacher of my classroom actually walked to the hallway, and I followed right behind him, and he turned down the room, and we heard like 5 more bangs, and then a kid came out, had a black trench coat on, a sawed-off shotgun with a pistol grip, and I think something sharp on his chest. And then he turned, and instead of looking our way, he just grabbed the backpack and went right back into the art room. So at this time, we knew it was an actual shooter. So we turned and we shut the door in our classroom, turned off all the lights, did everything we could to get the students safe, my fellow classmates. And then the teacher actually ran and pulled the fire alarm because we had no service to call 911 to let anyone know that there was a shooter, because we were our wings completely almost separate from the rest of the school. So he pulled the fire alarm to let everyone know, get out of the school, you know what I mean? So I guess once all the students got out of the school and heard the shots, that they all took off running.
Damon, let me stop you there for a second. You did see someone you described as wearing a trench coat with a sawed-off shotgun. Is this anybody you recognized from campus?
I'm being told that from my description that I gave, there was some kid named Dimitri. That's just what I'm being told. I do not know 100%.
Is this a student?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let me circle back for a second. You've had active shooter drills at Santa Fe High School before?
Yes, sir. We had, I think, 2 this year, and then we had one, where we thought there was an actual shooter, and so, we played it just like how it actually was supposed to be played. So
the way everything unfolded just this morning was obviously something you had almost rehearsed for. Would you say
Oh, yes,
things,
sir.
so what, did you think at all that this was perhaps another rehearsal, or did you know you were in it?
At first, we didn't think nothing of it. Like, we thought like someone was banging on the shop door or something because it was just such a loud, just banging, rattly type noise. But when we went in the hallway and we heard it 5 or 6 more times, we knew right away that it was definitely a gun, and we could smell the gun smoke, and it was very, very loud. I guess it was echoing through the halls. So we ran right back to our class and knew exactly how we were trained. We barricaded the door. We took all the desks in the room, put it up against the door. We had everyone sit in the corner to where you could not see. Like, if the shooter would look into the glass and look to the left and to the right, you wouldn't see anything. And that's exactly what he did. So he walked by and we could hear the shots. Like, I'd say he probably shot 15 to 20 times in that area. And the whole time you can just hear him.
Damon, did you see people who had been hit?
No, sir, I did not. We stayed in our room until the cops knocked on our door, and, like, this is the Santa Fe Police Department. And
can you describe for me, while you were all locked down in that classroom, help us understand what that feels like?
Oh, man, well, everyone in the classroom was just crying and freaking out, and it was just the substitute teacher and myself and a couple fellow classmates trying to calm everyone down to get everyone quiet, because at this point we didn't want the shooter to hear us, to know that there are actually students in the classroom. But we did pull the fire alarm, so like their lights were flashing, and you could hear the gunshots, and it was just complete chaos in the room for a good 5 minutes until we got everyone quieted down, and we could just, every shot was just nerve-wracking. It was scary.
Damon, I want to stress right now that everything is unconfirmed at this point, but can you share with us what your understanding is of how many people have been hurt and if there have been any fatalities?
From my understanding, I'm not going to say anything that I really do not know, because I'm not trying to disrespect anyone or anything like that. But I talked to someone that was actually in the classroom, and he said that he sat there and watched 3 of his fellow students get murdered. That was his words, not mine. I'm relaying what he said, but he was actually in the classroom. He said the shooters locked eyes with him, and he just didn't shoot at him, and he walked out the room.
I understand. You sound remarkably composed for being able to have been through something like this just over the last several hours. From what you're seeing and from who you're talking with in terms of friends, give me a sense right now of what is running through everybody's head.
Just unbelievable. I mean, of course, we hear about this stuff all across the United States of America, like the shootings and the people going in the schools. But everyone thinks like, oh, that's never going to happen here. And everyone right now is just probably in complete shock, from my understanding. It really is just a loss for words, honestly. Like, who would think that someone would just come into a high school and just shoot unarmed student? Like, I really am at a loss for words, sir.
I understand. I totally understand. Just let me ask you about what is happening in terms of students, kids, being reunited with their parents right now.
Well, we were the last actual class to get escorted out of school because we pulled the fire alarm, so the whole rest of the school, they all left. Like, they just took off, and they run into the trees and to the highway, and they all left. And we were, like, one of the only, like, classes to actually get escorted out. And we got escorted out, and we had our hands up, and they patted us down, took our names, and they bussed us over to the junior high, and then our parents would come and sign us out.
Okay. Damon, listen, I'm sure the last thing you want to be doing right now is talking on the phone. So let me just say thank you very much for you taking time to let us know about the situation that is unfolding in Santa Fe, Texas.
Yes, sir. Everyone's in my prayers. Have a great day.
Let's go back right now to Paul Violas, if we can. So you just were listening to all of that.
Right.
What stuck out to you in terms of what you're hearing? You almost jumped out of your chair when you heard about the fire alarm.
Yeah, Jim, I really don't understand that, because I can't imagine they were taught to pull the fire alarm. Now, if a student did it and the student did it because of just a reaction, then that's understandable. But if a teacher did it, that would concern me. And the reason why is because when you have an incident like this, it's so fluid. You've got to also remember, too, that these incidents don't last longer than 7 or 8 minutes. You want to contain these quickly. If you've pulled the fire alarm, you are, in essence, putting everybody And this whole student body running in the same direction could be running right into the shooter. We also saw in Parkland, the shooter pulled the firearm himself for that to happen. So that concerned me.
All right, Paul Violas, thank you. Please stay with us. CBS News now can confirm that, according to law enforcement in Santa Fe, Texas, 8 people have been killed in this morning's school shooting. Coverage will continue throughout the day on your local news on this CBS station and on our 24-hour streaming network, CBSN. Watch it at cbsnews.com. There will also be a full wrap-up tonight on the CBS Evening News with Jeff Glor. Many of you will now return to CBS This Morning. This has been a CBS News Special Report. I'm Jim Axelrod, CBS News, New York.